Please welcome Crina Pupaza, Chief People Officer at Nymbus. She has a distinguished career in leadership and human resources. Crina has been instrumental in driving Nymbus's commitment to fostering a diverse and inclusive workspace. Her extensive experience in executive management and her passion for creating positive organizational culture makes her a true asset to the industry. She has been leading the UBB Alumni Mentorship pilot program with Romanian-American Alums, and we have had the Vice Rector speaking yesterday. So please welcome Crina. Crina?
Thank you, Theo. It's a pleasure to be here. Dr. Smart, fascinating topic that is not highlighted enough, so thank you for the work you do. And thank you to those in the audience. I appreciate you allowing me a few minutes to talk about the program that I have been running with University. I would love to tell you a little bit more, and if you're interested, I would love to connect and hopefully have you part of the next time. So one of the things that I do have to apologize for, I did the presentation in Romanian, and that was very hard. I'm going to do the next hard thing. I'm going to translate it back in English. So bear with me as we go through this. The site that we have created is in English, so hopefully good for everyone. Okay, so let me just quickly. All right, I think this is my deck. So what I want to talk to you is about a pilot program that we put together with the Cluj University. And one of the things we were trying to do is how can we give students the opportunity to tap into the knowledge of professionals that are living abroad? How can we give them the opportunity to tap into their experience and just give them a head start, as many of us have had mentors in our life, or some of us wish we did. And I was amazingly surprised by how receptive the ship has been to this program, as they are always seeking for new opportunities to put the university on the map and honestly give the students more opportunities for success, and through that influence the broader community. All right, so let's see. Oh, why am I having a little bit of trouble of moving the deck here? Let's try this again. Okay. There. All right, let's go. Let's try. Can you see my deck now? All right. So really, what was the purpose of the program? We were trying to create a bridge between the UBB students and Romanian professionals in the US. We're looking for opportunities to help students understand what are their options, be it that they choose to stay in academia, or they are looking to get into the corporate world or entrepreneurship. And then really finding an opportunity for those of us that are living and working abroad to contribute to the development, the growth of the young students and young minds from Romania. And what I'm hoping with this program is that we will be able to build a framework and a platform that will allow us to replicate this program not only at UBB level, but hopefully broader within the universities within the country. Let me tell you a little bit. I'm very pleased to see that both Theo and Anna were here, so they can speak a little bit more about it as well and share with you. But the program launched earlier in September and just wrapped up. So at this point, I can share with you really the entire experience. We launched it as a pilot. We wanted to try it out really with the purpose of learning what works, what's helpful, and then what can we do better. During the program, we ran one-on-one sessions with the students, and in addition, several panels where the students had access to the broader group. Again, the entire point of this was how can we help them orient in their careers? How can we help guide them towards figuring out what are their options, what are the paths that most interest them, and then how do they move from where they are with more impact towards the next chapter. One of the things that we did, we created a website that was meant to be a digital platform for the students applying and then for the mentors with a lot of guidelines and clarity. I'm happy to share the site with all of you afterwards if Theo will help me disseminate this information, and I encourage you to take a look and learn a little bit more about the program. All right, so who are the participants and what were we looking for? We opened the program to students that were either in the master's program or PhD, so graduate level students that were coming closer to stepping into their careers. In terms of mentors, we were looking for Romanians that live in the US. As far as their association with the Babeș-Bolyai University, we were fairly open. We had several that were alumni of the university and several and the different universities, either in Romania or those that came earlier in their lives to the US in the United States. For the first group, we had 11 students sign up. One of them unfortunately dropped out early on, and 10 of them continued through the program. Their background was really diverse in terms of their interests. We had students that were part of the chemistry program, psychology, cyber security, and IT, as well as social sciences and economics. The program, again, was run in partnership, very and again, amazing support by Alexandra Muțiu, who I believe you had the pleasure of listening from yesterday, and then David, who was a supporter of the program as well. So what did we learn? We learned that there is absolutely a need for such a program. Students are craving connecting with us. The students are craving learning from our life and professional experience. The feedback that we heard was truly amazing. Many of them mentioned, I believe this connection literally changed my life and gave me so much clarity onto what I will be doing next. And almost everyone that engaged in one of these partnerships really formed more than a mentor-mentee relationship. But at this point, we learned that the mentors themselves feel connected to the students and their success. So I believe just because we ended the program in December, these relationships will continue, many of them for much longer than this. We also learned some logistical items that we will make sure to use to make the program better, right? For example, we launched it very early on in the year. We set a high bar on how to apply, but the application period was tight. So for that reason, we believe it was a little bit more selective than we would have wanted it to be, right? So something certainly to adjust for the future. And then we also managed to fine-tune the program a little bit more to the point where now we can incorporate those learnings into the second edition. So what's coming next? We have already determined that the program will run again. So I'm very excited about doing that and having a second cohort go through the program in 2025. What we want to do at this point is really operationalize the program in a way that it can be easily replicated in other universities by other people and offer us the opportunity to grow it. So it's not fully dependent on Alex and Myla that were behind this program, but really offer a blueprint that can be easily used in other universities within the UBB complex, but hopefully University of Suceava, University of Bucharest, Brașov, and so on, as I think this could benefit so many more of our students. Continue to grow the mentors group. We were amazed with how much interest we had and how open the professionals in the US were to participating. So the goal is really to establish relationships so we can have more mentors from more varied backgrounds that we did in the first option. And part that I'm here for, how can you get involved? If this sounds interesting to you and this is something that you would like, I can tell you a couple of things. The impact you will be making, it's really huge. And I'm sure all of you can go back at different points in your career and think about that one professor, then one neighbor, then one special ed that had a special and meaningful impact into how your career has shaped. Somebody that believed in you maybe at the point when you yourself didn't. So I would love if you are interested to participate in a future program. If you have ideas of how we can make it better, we are all open. As I said, this was a pilot. It's something that we saw a need for and we jumped into action, but it's still a work in progress. So I have my LinkedIn profile here. I believe you also have my contact through
share the contact also on the chat. I think that's a way. And yes, there thematically, the next presentation is very much mentor oriented and I think complementary to your efforts and a way to work together. So I think this is what the conference is for people in different fields to come together and learn about each other's work and not duplicate, but have complementary efforts. Thank you so much, Crina, for this. It's been a pleasure to be part as an alumni of UBB myself. It's been a pleasure to be part of it, and I look forward to continuing our work together.
I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.